Hey everyone, welcome and thank you so much for being with me here today on this channel, your channel, Blossoming Souls. It is my honor, my pleasure, my joy, my life purpose to bring to you today this special message outside of our normal schedule, but this is important. I woke up on a Saturday morning at 4:30 a.m. wanting to reach out, wanting to deliver a message from Spirit to all of us, to you. Something that is informative, that you can listen to and integrate into your lives if you wish. But this is a message from Spirit about what's coming in 2025, okay? I'm not a traditional reader who gives you predictions every week. I do share with you Spirit's messages about the energies around us and what's at our core. But this is, I feel it could be some of the same, but a little different, because I think this is going to be a little more specific. So I feel this interesting pull to wrap something up. And I feel that energy, not just the end of the year, not just the year, but to wrap up something that maybe has been lingering and has been stagnant and has been not addressed or not spoken of. And I know I have something personal in mind that I need to do to sort of put that chapter away. And I'm going to. But I do want to also say that it's interesting that this time of year, there is a lot going on in the world stage, in our country, but there is also a lot going on energetically, things that we don't see on the outside of us. It's on the inside of us, okay? So today I want to ask Spirit to speak to all of us as in regards to what's coming in 2025, that I don't necessarily feel that this is something that's been going on in our lives. I feel it's something new. So let's talk to Spirit. Let's just give a word of thanks before we begin this reading. And let's take joy and pleasure in these moments that are ours and ours alone. No distractions, no demands, no schedules, just us time, just Spirit time. Okay? So just let's thank Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for this time, for giving us these messages and for helping us to understand, maybe facilitate some more growth and to move more into this circle of completion so we can begin anew. Love and light. Thank you, Spirit. God, guys, listen. I have this interesting heaviness. It's like rocks. Okay, so it's like, I'm thinking of when I was a kid and I had these, I don't know if you remember, maybe I'm dating myself, these aluminum pails. My grandmother used to have them. My abuela is what I used to call her. She had these, and my grandfather, they had these aluminum pails in their garage. Every year we would go blueberry picking with my grandmother. My mother and myself and my sisters, we would go pick blueberries in the summertime. And we would fill our buckets up, and of course I was the one that was always, oh, a handful for me, a handful for the bucket, a handful for me. And of course, as a kid, making myself sick, eating too much. But I was seeing this bucket that, as a like on a scale, right? On one side, it's way too heavy. On the other side, there's another pail that's not as heavy. It's because on the one side, what isn't what we don't see is that there's heaviness, like rocks weighing it down, something energetically heavy weighing it down. And on the other side, in the pail that is has no rocks, its weight doesn't equal, so it's not balanced out. And so Spirit is saying that heaviness, that weight, it is a something that has been sort of fixed in our hearts, in our energetic paths, in our chapters, in our lives. And it feels like this heaviness on the one side is representative of what we've been going through, what we've been through. And the lighter pail on the other side, without the rocks, is what is coming. The lightness, emptying that load, lightening that load, balancing it out so that we are more in a rhythmic flow in our energy. We are more in this balanced path, that our steps are not as heavy. They're not as, how do I say it, tired. They're lighter, almost like Aquarian energy. I always think of Aquarians when I think of lightness, frolicking through the fields with, this light-hearted energy. And I'm not saying this reading is all about Aquarius. I'm saying that energy kind of lends itself to us in this reading, okay? And so what I'm feeling with all of this is that, why am I hearing the word gamut? Gamut. And I also saw a ruling, like the judges, what do you call that thing? Is it a gamut? I don't know what it is. That they, it's like a mallet kind of, and then when they do a ruling, they kind of use it as if it makes a noise to say, okay, let me get your attention. I can't explain it. It's hard to explain. But that's what Spirit is saying is wrapping up for us. And I know some of you are tired. You're tired of hearing it year after year after year. We're wrapping it up. We're wrapping it up. We're wrapping it up. When? And Spirit says, there is something beautiful coming. And for some of you, you may have been sort of feeling into this, like it's not quite ready yet, or it's not, it's almost like the cake hasn't risen yet, or the meat's not done marinating, or I don't know why I'm thinking of these analogies. I'm just putting it out there. The water isn't boiling yet. Can't put a fork in it yet because it's not done. I'm just hearing all these things. And I think that's been the general energy for some of you for several years. But Spirit is saying it is done. Because what you don't see is a finished product. You can only imagine what that cake might taste like when it's done to perfection. You can only imagine what that marinated piece of food is going to taste like when it's marinated to the perfect timing. That perfect cup of coffee with the right amount of cream. It's It's envisioning those things that are how you want them, to seeing how you want those things. And Spirit is saying, whatever has been holding you back or holding that path forward back, that burden will be lifted. And love will find a way, is what I'm hearing. So love, I feel the love that's within you, okay? I'm going to do a quick shuffle of the energy oracle cards for you, because I feel the need to tap into the energies that are coming for us, the energies around us first, and see what Spirit has to say, okay? And I might maybe I'll briefly touch on each sign. But right now in this moment, it is a collective message. What do we have, Spirit? What is the energy like right now? We all kind of know what we're going through and things that we're going through. Yeah. Spirit says the energy is that of the magician. And what I just heard is there is no, it's like light and dark, fire and ice. Right? Look at it. It's almost like fire and ice and the balance in the middle. What did I say about balance? You know, hey, I'm a Libra, so balance is going to be there in the mix. And so the magician in the mirror is you. There is a balance. It's almost like when you put, if you've ever worked with a level, in the middle of that level is like liquid, and it's like in a little tiny tube. And so you can see if something isn't balanced, it's not right. It's not, one side is higher than the other, the liquid's not going to be even. It's not going to line up with the line measure in the middle. And so Spirit says, the way you are the, okay, thank you. You are the way, the truth, and the light. You have the ability to steer out of the darkness, right? Some of you truly believe that you do, but that it's not up to you. And Spirit says that doesn't make sense, because you are the captain of your ship. How would it not be up to you which direction you're going? Do you know what I mean? The captain's wheel, or whatever you want to call that thing, is operated by you, right? Now, you could say technology could steer the boat by itself. But why would you want to give that up for the unknown? Why would you want to do that? And just flounder or just go somewhere, wherever. But Spirit is saying you are in charge. So after all this time of being in the same chapter, on the same path, in the same timeline, are you ready to be a co-captain? Are you ready to be one with that wheel? Are you ready? It takes two, right? For yourself to steer that boat. And it takes the mechanics of that boat to work with you. And so Spirit is saying, are you working with the universe, or are you just sitting back and hoping that the universe will drop something in your lap? What are you doing? And so it is interesting the magician in the mirror popped out, because you are that balance. You are that decision maker. Are we in charge of fate? That's a very debatable question. And my personal belief is that to a point we are. But there are things that come in that move us in directions where maybe we're not expected to go. So yeah, it takes two. It takes two, baby. Me and you. That's what I was hearing. Yep. Spirit is saying, don't take this so... It's not heavy. It's not heavy. You're my brother. We're full of it this morning, aren't we? To take it a little lighter. To practice lightness. To practice infusing light into the darkness. Infusing lightness into the heaviness. However, whatever it takes. Because balance is crucial right now. As we wrap up this chapter and go into another. Hold on. Okay. As I pick up my cards off the floor. Yeah, what did I just say? Look, I can't make this up, guys. I can't make it up. The angel of balance is here. The angel of balance is here to say, this is your confirmation. As we head into this new year, 2025. For some of you, you're heading into this new year with hope. For some of you, you're heading into this new year with dread. But Spirit says, come on now. When something looks, don't you know by now, that miracles happen in the darkness? When you think that nothing is left, when you think that all else is going wrong, when you feel that you'll never see the light, when you feel that you're drowning in sorrow or drowning in worry or fear, something comes along to pull you out, to bring in that light. That is the wonder, that is the beauty, the miraculousness of you, of who you are. It's you and me. That's what I'm hearing. It's you and me, and the universe is saying this to you. Your divine creator, the universe. You are an extension of these beautiful energies. So why wouldn't you be a miracle? Why wouldn't you produce a miracle? Why wouldn't you be able to steer yourself out of a storm? Why wouldn't you be able to rise up from that storm? From that beautiful storm. Yes, I said beautiful. Because storms have a tendency to cause destruction. But then, to sort of, it's like if you think about a tornado, rain, thunder, lightning, all of it. When you think of the destruction that a tornado or high winds can do, even rain, it sort of washes away something, right? And yeah, we don't want to think of homes being destroyed or people losing whatever. But I'm using this as an analogy where the storm comes because it is needed to clear something away. And after it's over, the sun comes out. The rain has washed the debris off the street or whatever. And the sun comes out again, right? The sun comes out again. And so Spirit is saying, fear not. Yes, things have happened that maybe shocked people this year. And maybe disappointed or caused you to go into a tailspin with disbelief about certain things. However, you are the magician in the mirror. right? You're the magician in the mirror that can bring yourself out of that can envision a better place, a better world, a better life, right? And Spirit says, heads up, because somebody's coming in. Somebody's coming in to help you rise up. I love this card because the number 7 is a very spiritual number in my belief. And to me, it feels like there is, excuse me, my eye is really itchy. It seems like there is a newness in your circle of acquaintances or friends, somebody new coming in to sort of help you. It's interesting because what I was feeling is you might have had friends or colleagues for a long time, but no one is ever going to help you or affect your energy the way this person is that's coming in, okay? It's somebody new. Somebody new is coming in to have a profound effect on you and you on them. What I feel with that, guys, is this. Let me just kind of touch on, I was hearing Aries because I'm just going to go through quickly and see what Spirit says about each sign, if I could do that quickly. And I don't want to linger on it because we'll be on here for 2 hours. I feel like Aries has a new opportunity to shine in 2025. Aries has a new opportunity to impress somebody new. And I feel like it's career. I feel like it's career, and I feel like it is a change in direction. So for some of you Aries, you could be heading into a new job, a new department within your company. Maybe you are being promoted to be the leader and you have a new staff under you, somebody new. But Aries is having a beautiful new beginning and awakening in 2025 in regards to career. Okay, that's what it feels like. Let's go in order of element. Leo. You're putting down some kind of defense. You're lowering your sword. You're softening to some beautiful new perspective, some beautiful new belief. Your defenses are crumbling and being replaced with trust. You're moving into a more satisfying, you're changing your image a little bit, and your image is more, it's more about coming into a new authentic you. The importance of having, whether it's a huge following of people around you, or whether it's your social place in the environment, is you're coming down a notch from that. Because now what's more important in this coming year is how you view you. How you don't need a whole array of admirers. Now you need how do I say this? You just need originality and genuineness in your circle. And that's what's going on with you. Sagittarius, in this 2025, what's changing for you? Some of you Sagittarians have been a little under the weather. It could be emotionally, mentally, physically, and almost like you can't catch your breath because maybe you've been busy. But Spirit says some of you in 2025, Sagittarians, are embarking on a new adventure, and it will bring that breath back to you. It will put the wind in your sails, so to speak. It feels like travel. It feels like adventure. It feels like something setting sail to something. Some of you could even embark on a career where you travel and write about it, or you travel and you blog about it. You travel and you get a gig on, I don't know, some travel channel or something like that. But it's something that is going to be soul enriching and still getting paid for it. So some of you may even decide to have a career on the water, maybe on a cruise ship, or maybe whatever it is. There's something that has something to do with water, sailing, traveling, and being compensated. Let's go next to water signs. Pisces. Pisces has been in my mind for some reason. Finally, Pisces. So Pisces, you're embarking on some new ritual, routine, technique, or tool to find a way to a greater, deeper sense of knowingness about your spiritual energy. But also, I was hearing initially forgiveness, finding a better way to navigate through past experiences or current experiences, finding a way to move up that ladder of self-respect for yourself to begin with, okay? And my experiences, Pisces, are very intuitive, very dreamy, very imaginative, and are very good at maybe doing vision boards and things like that. But Pisces, sorry, I had Sag on my mind still. Pisces, you may even get involved with a Sagittarian and team up on something, but it does feel like you're gonna settle in. It's almost like settling in for on a nice cold day or a rainy day with a cup of tea or coffee and getting into a good book. You're getting into a relaxation. I feel like Pisces may even be learning how to lead meditation classes, or help others learn how to visualize or envision manifestations, or even just to bring in that beautiful comfort in your life. Cancers, your thirst for knowledge is unquenchable. You stumbled on something that you are curious about, and it's not just a passing curiosity. It's not just, oh, let me learn this just because. It's more about something you're not aware of. It is leading you to something. It's opening up a new area of interest that will help you to either excel in your career or move into a career that's different. It's bringing you to a greater level of awareness and intelligence. Cancer, you are moving into this beautiful space of no longer lamenting or reflecting on maybe even a specific person or situation that you don't like. You're now stepping away from that and moving into something very knowledgeable, book smart, intelligent, that opens a door of opportunity for you to move into something that is very fulfilling, career oriented, and that is opening all the other doors to things in your life that you are not aware of, but they are all good. Scorpio, right? Scorpio water sign? I think so, yeah. If not, then here's your little mini reading for 25 Scorpio. Scorpio, you are delicate. You might come across as maybe a little overbearing to some, or maybe too tenacious, but you are delicate inside. And you are who you are at the core, Scorpio. But you are on I'm hearing fast track to sort of balance out that tenacity and knowing when to go full steam and knowing when to pause or relax or slow down. Developing that beautiful energy of balance within yourselves, which actually in turn creates a more welcoming environment around you. I feel like some Scorpios have had difficulty in relationships, maybe some of you. And so this balancing of your energy opens the door of opportunity for growth in your relationships or new healthy relationships that bring in more of the same sort of balance. Still honoring your ability to never give up, right? I've known Scorpios. Their bite can be harsh. Their sting can be harsh, I should say. But inside, there's still that sensitive, beautiful person that doesn't let that beautiful, sensitive person come into view as often as you should, because it's just the way you're wired. But Spirit is saying it brings in something new, a new relationship, a healthy one, a deepening of a bond with somebody. And I feel like for you, it's more of a personal relationship. Not so much career, but it could be more of a personal relationship. Maybe a perfect business partner, or that perfect blending of energies together, or that perfect lover, romantic partner. It could be a best friend, but I feel more like it's romance or something entrepreneurial, if I can say that right, is coming in for you, Scorpio. Let's move on to the earth signs, Capricorn. Cappies. This has been an interesting year for you. And I'm going to say previous years, could be the past 4 years. I'm just going to say that. You've been under, I'm going to say the influence, or I'm going to use the word spell loosely, not like as in someone put you under a spell. You've been under a spell okay? One track mind, one track belief, one track way of living. You've been sort of using your past experiences, like, for instance, well, my family's this way, so I'm this way. It's not who you are. And I feel like you would beg to differ. Yes, it is. My family was this way, I'm this way. There's something about your, how do I say this, fierce loyalty to tradition that has been sort of holding you back from your truth, right? In my experience with Capricorns, you have been, some of you, feel as if something is this way, it shouldn't be that way. If something is that way, it shouldn't be this way. I know people who are very, very black and white. It's this way, not that way. In fact, I will tell you this. I live with somebody who, if I say I'm tired, I'm going to bed, and then I check my phone real quick for messages or something while I'm lying in bed, he'll say to me, wait a minute, I think it's odd that you're on your phone, but you said you were tired. So it's that kind of thinking, like you can't think outside of the box because your box is signed, sealed, and forever. And so Spirit says, Cappies, you're beginning to soften with that. You're beginning to see that there's more to a belief or your way of thinking or lifestyle than you thought. It doesn't have to just be one way. There is a whole world out there outside of your box that you are going to experience. Maybe softening to a belief that you once thought you never would bend on, right? It is going to affect your relationships. It is going to affect your ability to broaden your horizons, to broaden your scope of friends, work options, money options. Yeah, Cappies. Virgo, you are heading into this coming year with new hope for something. There's something that's been sort of, you may have given up on something. And whatever it was that you gave up on didn't give up on you. And the universe has had this sort of, you put a thought or wish out there or prayer out there, and the universe grabbed onto it and held it. And it's sort of like, it's been a while since you thought of this, something you wanted. And the universe was waiting for you to give it a final, okay, I'm ready, because you weren't. And the universe is saying, I've been protecting it and holding it for you until you were ready. I'm hearing, my love. And so, Virgos, you're moving into a manifestation, some dream coming true, some prayer that you asked something, you asked for something, feels like a long time ago. Because what I'm seeing is like this bookshelf or cupboard with cobwebs, and that one little thing that you asked for. But the universe is saying, I kept it safe for you. And this year, coming year, is coming out of that dusty little shelf and into reality. So Virgos, you're coming into a manifestation that is meant for you. I do feel like the way it's coming in, it might surprise you. And then you might feel like when it gets here, oh, I did ask for this. And Spirit is saying, you got it. You're ready. You're almost there in 2025. Look for some signs. After February, March, and April stands out to me for some reason. Taurus. Taurus, the sign of the bull, right? Taurus the bull, isn't that the constellation? Your eyes have been gazing at the stars in your energetically, daring to wish upon a star, daring to dream, daring to put a plan into action that you've been contemplating for a little bit. You may have even drafted something up. Maybe it's building something, or I was seeing an architect's table and tools. You've been sitting on something for a little bit. I'm not going to say it's years. I'm going to say it might be months. An idea, a wish, I heard command. I don't know why, but if that applies. You've been sitting on something that I feel like you haven't had the energy to sort of push that launch button. But in 2025, you're launching something. And it's not something that you are familiar with, because what you're familiar with is anxiety, is what I'm hearing. But Spirit is saying you're launching something that is beneficial for you and those around you. You could be creating some device, or it could be it does feel mechanical for some reason. So you're launching something, and it feels like there's not going to be any more hesitation. It's like, okay, here we go. I'm not going to sit on this any longer. It's exhausting. I want this now. And so you're not rushing things. You're acting in the right timing, Taurus. What do we have left? Air signs. My beautiful air sign, so close to my heart because I am one. I'm a Libra. So I am going to start with, I did hear Gemini. I was going to say I'm going to start with Libra, but let me start with Gemini. Gemini. You have a tendency to relate. When you have a soulmate, it's like your soulmate. Like you're very connected. There is a very real sense of giving up on something, a defense, or maybe you turn somebody down for something. But you have another opportunity to move in that direction. And so it almost feels like you didn't want to do this because somebody else wasn't coming along with you, or somebody else wasn't on board with you, or they weren't in the same, I don't want to say belief, or they weren't into it like you. That's what I'm trying to say. And so you said, okay, I won't then. But what you did was you delayed an inevitable opportunity to move into something beautiful for yourself. And the universe is saying, because this is of a fated nature, you're not going to hold back anymore. with or without this person, you are doing this. It doesn't mean you're divorcing someone or you're leaving someone or you're breaking up with someone. It means you're going to dare to step out on your own, to do something that is amazing for you and beneficial for others without permission of someone else. Now, is this going to cause a problem, a breakup, a divorce, a distance from that person? I feel for the most part it's not. However, it could be that you're taking an opportunity to leave a situation for some of you that it hasn't worked out for you and you don't see it working out in the future. It's scary, it's stressful, but you're going to come into that realization that this is about me, my happiness. I can't give that up for someone else. I can't give up my dream for someone else. I have to honor my dream. And so you will, and you are, in the coming year. And I'm hearing September for some reason. So, I'm hearing September, something kind of really comes into your world, or you go into it. Libra. Close to my heart, Libra. You are moving into a very dynamic environment. When I say dynamic environment, I mean joyful, happy, humorous, light, positive, energetic, a lot of movement. And when I say that, I mean growth, but I also mean physical movement, moving into something in your, I'm going to say in your career, but not what you think. You are moving into some kind of calling that has been calling you. And it's, a lot of you, it's creative in nature. It is a very active career, but it's also a very, it's lucrative in a lot of ways in regards to the blessings you receive, because it is a very, I feel like it's partly a community-oriented service to help others while still making money and to honor your calling. But moving into that first part of your calling opens up doors for more. And so it's like this, walking through this door that leads you to other doors, to experience, to open up, that the universe helps you to access, because you've been kind of stuck in this place of, well, this is tradition. I have to work my 8 to 5 or 9 to 5, and I just have to put up with the crap that goes on in corporate or wherever you work, because that's the way it is. That's the way I was brought up. You just suck it up until you retire. And Libra, guess what? No. Spirit says, no. No more. You are not that person. Just what I was saying earlier about Capricorns feeling how, it's my family, it's the way I am, it's just the way it is. No, it's not. No, it's not. Everybody has their own paths. Libra, you are shaking off that tradition, not to disrespect anyone, but to honor yourself. You are going to be a wealth of information, help for others. You're going to be a blessing. And Spirit says it's a natural law of attraction that will attract abundance, not only financially, in a lot of other ways. Love, people giving back to you, and deepening and strengthening your energy, your spirit. the love within yourself and for others and for your divine creator, for the universe, for all that is energy. I've come to realize as a Libra that, and I was telling somebody this yesterday at work, we were talking about relationships, and I said, listen, the way to move through past relationships and to rid yourself of the anger, resentment, whatever it was, you need to look at those experiences and find a blessing there. To depart those energies, those experiences, those toxicities with thankfulness. Not thankful that I got out of it. Well, yes, that too. But thankful that it taught me a lesson. What I will put up with, what I won't put up with, my boundaries, my inner strength, my power to stand up, put my big girl or boy boots on and say no more. Doesn't have to be in a violent way, shouldn't be, but in a loving way. And that loving way is more love for yourself, honoring you, being classy, being resistant to ending something abruptly or aggressively. So you Libras are coming into something beautiful in this coming year of 2025, into a fulfilling calling that brings you into some sort of beautiful abundance. And last but not least, Aquarius. My beautiful Aquarians, you're coming out of something that has been holding you. It's like friction. Like, it's almost like you've been in conflict with someone, or there's been something conflicting with your natural, this is what I was hearing, your natural juices. So something has been interfering with your natural energy, and you're coming out of it. And so 2025 is almost like waking up from a long slumber, because you kind of just were in that funk where you were like, I don't like this energy around me, so I'm going to just try to sleep through it, and just kind of sit on it and don't do anything. But your soul is saying, guess what? You're waking up now. You're waking up. You are moving into something. It's like waking up to beautiful sunshine on a beautiful day, the most perfect day. And Spirit says that moment is when you realize, this is it for me. I'm coming out of something that has caused me to forget where I came from, to forget, to dampen my light. But whatever that is coming for you, that's lighter, that you're moving out of, it's almost like taking some fruit out of a paper bag that's been ripening for a little while. I think that works with peaches, I'm not sure. Taking it out and it's ripe to perfection. That's where you are. In 2025, Aquarius, you're coming into your own. You're coming into some beautiful, substantial influx of growth. Feel like it's community related, like taking your prominence or lead in your community in some way, taking the lead, but for the right reasons. And those right reasons are love. Love for community, love for people, love for yourself, love for life, and putting that spring in your step again. Some of you may be moving into a different career, maybe more that's involved with your town, your city, but it is directly involved with the community. And so you are moving into something more beautiful. not just a paycheck every other week or every week, not just a 9 to 5, not just the doldrums of day to day. It's life. You springing to life in 2025. Why do I see the number 8? Is it August? Summertime. Something is building a momentum. Something's opening up. Something's finishing a process so you can move into it. Okay? Something is. You are coming, Aquarius. You're coming. You're coming into your own. Enjoy that. Love it. This might go over an hour. So I'm going to do another something here. And I hope that you've skipped through all of those other signs if they weren't yours, if you weren't wanting to listen to those. But I do feel as if there is a lot of spiritual energy involved here with your movement forward, because I'm just going to look at the Sacred Traveler cards for a sec, okay? Because this journey, it's not over. Your chapter might be, but your journey is just beginning. And another timeline, another chapter, another whatever you want to call it, life experience. Some of you are heading into something beautiful and amazing. And I think for the majority of you, you are. It's a transformative year. Spirit says, don't rush it. You're exactly where you need to be. And your movement, your newness in 25 comes as it should. When it should. Transformation. A fresh new way of living emerges. What did I say? What did I say? We're all going deep. We're exploring our roots. And we're coming up with something that is more authentic for us. Take that time, those moments to explore you, to feel you, to understand you, to move forward into a best life scenario. Living my best life. What is Spirit saying? That answering the call. We're answering the call to something great, something beautiful. And Spirit is saying, you're going to savor every minute of it. You're going to savor the beautiful, the richness, we'll go back to the food, taking that bite of freshly baked bread or a beautiful, perfectly cooked cake with the right toppings, the right frosting, the right whatever, right? Taking a sip of that amazing sweet tea in the summer, or sun-brewed tea or lemonade or whatever it is that you like. Because Spirit is saying, savor everything in your life and see what happens with the universe, what the universe brings in. When you put out that energy, savoring the beauty in your life, it tends to that light outshines the darkness, right? And it keeps your energy more positive, more happy, more beautiful. Here we are. That rejuvenating rain, clearing the past and healing the present. And so Spirit says, clearing that path. I want to say that I have a communication that I want to share with somebody from my past, that I've needed to say something for a while, and it's not bad. It's just a sort of a final, how do I say it? It is kind of a closing out of something that it's not revisiting bad experiences. It's about reflecting on the good so that good can close out the not so good. And that's what I'm planning on doing soon. So I was thinking about that this morning, and I did get emotional because it is emotional. When we are affected by something so deeply in our lives or someone, it is amazing how that can stay with you forever if you let it. But the time comes when you have to close something out and you have to let it go. And while it is emotional, it's also necessary to let something go that tends to come up time and time again. Sometimes when you least expect it, and it kind of puts you in a emotional space, or whatever the circumstance was. It could put you in an angry space, a resentful space, a woe is me space. But Spirit says it's time to let go of all of that. There's no place for that in the new. In your newness, your new beginning, your new chapter. Guys, 25 is going to be a better year as far as, look at this, abundance, infinite abundance pouring into your life in all ways. It's time to give it up, to let go of what once was, that is no more, that has no place in your energy. It's time to let it go. Let's do a little something before we close this out. And I know it's been a while. It's been an hour. Let's think of something that we're thankful for from a past experience without going into that past experience. And really just kind of say to Spirit, to your divine creator, to whoever you pray to, or even to yourself, thank you for this experience. It has helped me to become a stronger person. It has helped me to be in a place of strength where I didn't think I had it, or faith where I didn't think I had that. It has brought me to a place where I am more now. I am more knowledgeable. I am stronger. I am more in the energy of me. And I am thankful for all of those experiences. And so think on that, feel into that, and love that. And watch how you move forward in your healing, okay? Please know I am available if you need me to help you, to guide you, to walk you through some meditations or some healing opportunities. Please contact me. I'm going to put a link to my new website regarding my spiritual life coaching. And I want you to contact me, because you will find on there that there are fees for the general public, but I do want to offer you, it has to be limited, but I will offer you some of my time to help you through some things, to guide you, to help you touch base with your inner you, the realness of you, because this is what I do. It's what I love, and it is my calling. I love you all so, so much, and I just wanted to share this message with you from Spirit. And so let's do this together. Let's get through life. Let's get through circumstances. Let's get through things together, because you might need some assistance on your journey, and I'm here to help you in the energy of love. I'm going to sign off for now, and then I will join you again for another reading, probably do the Sacred Sunday message tomorrow, but know that I'm with you always. No matter what I'm going through, you are always in my heart, and I'm always here for you. Love and light to all of you. Namaste.